It's up to his own a bit. He's eating donuts again and going on and on about pom and porn.
Oh my god, seriously?
That's when he gets absorbed in his own little world. Leave him be.
How can we help him? Never-ending cycle. I feel so sorry for him. How can we?
Does he really think watching anime porn will give him chlor?
Well, I guess there really is something out there for everyone, huh?
All right, Mom and Dad. I'm sorry.
Best to just put this behind us.
That sounds amazing. Let's do it.
Definitely, maybe. Hey, Chris really caused the promotion when we're couldn't he? How have been?
It sounded a bit like he was in a lot of pain. Didn't Greg report similar symptoms the other night?
I think he did maybe they both suffered kidney stones.
Unfortunately, it looks that Chris has indeed. We just heard the result of it.
All that yelling, Garros.
Don't seem happy about it now, do you?
It's not where I want to be spending my spare time with.
Can't say I blame you, the sound was unbearable.
I heard the kids at daycare shouting at good guesses too, so you must have said the poor lad's ailment of fortune.
It's a worry for any parents when something like this could happen, Agin. We should buy Chris an ambulance bell for his room.
That might be overdoing it. You can keep an eye on him and get him to the hospital if it happens again.
I like our plan for peace of mind.
She's to meet you.
The Reds.
Chris, what is wrong?
I saw red.
Do not worry, it is almost like cheese balls. It is almost like cheese balls. So not the feel. She's like this. Chief.
That was really weird, Peter.
Yes, they usually say night to meet you.
See what you like. That's involved way more viewing.
All right, enough about the rats.
She's to meet you.
The Reds.
Dad, he's doing it again.
Chris, Peter is just saying everything what?
She's to meet you.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because that is currently all he knows how to say.
I suggest infinite learning more women, more woods.
That is a good idea, Stoey.
She's to meet you.
No sight.
Giggity, what did you say about France, Peter?
me and France, we buddies. When wasting your time there, it's terrible. But when it's in your time there, it's terrible. What we need in France? Well, you can't. Yeah, that is terrible.
Why is that?
I mean, they serve their food cold. Have little sense of real flavor, and all the women smell like sticky cheese. That's Quagmire. I wouldn't expect you to something classier there. They don't accept your type very well over there.
Oh, come on, Peter. I wouldn't say that's entirely true.
I'm just messing with you, bud. But yeah, really great in France. The people don't like you messing around them anyways, nor do their police officers. And the bastard ain't too friendly, to quote an old joke.
Giggity? Yeah, you're definitely right, Peter. Don't let anyone give you much of a hard time when you pass over that part of town.
Guys, I think we've had enough of Jerome. I just can't take it anymore. We need to do something about him.
Nah, I think the only way to handle this Jerome issue is to get rid of him. We should murder him.
Sure, I'm game. Have you got a plan?
Yeah, it'll be easy. Quagmire, you'll tell him a joke or something, drive him downtown and crash him against a post.
Wait, that sounds a bit too extreme. What if it fails?
Now, don't worry, it's foolproof. You won't even know what hit him.
Giggity, I'm in. So when do we do it?
Let's wait till the weekend, and we'll plan things out to make it happen. There are single moms in your local area, Twin.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm hearing this catchy melody loop inside my head for me.
Wow, Peter sure is fixated on this phrase.
It's really getting annoying now. Can we please put an end to it?
I understand your frustration. Let's go take a walk in the park and get some fresh air.
Good idea. Let's do that. That way we won't have to hear the same phrase over and over again.
Chris, what happened?
Well, that was certainly something we haven't seen before.
Giggles, it was an accident.
No, that's not an accident.
Because nobody should present themselves like this, especially not in front of me, the sickly, pathetic shithouse we live in.
Gross. That is so gross. Why can't he ever control himself?
That was definitely one of the crudest things I have seen on Old Family Guy. Chris, you should be ashamed and not like the slut you are.
Right, please.
Shackles here, Brian can be a little too confrontational at times.
All right, I'm sorry, everyone. I will do it again.
It's all right, Chris. Let's just get that cleaned up now.
Yeah, but this isn't something you should be embracing. No way.
You really should be a better person, Chris, especially when there are people watching.
Oh, my God. Have you ever noticed anything strange about Peter's behavior?
I most certainly have. His groundless suspicions seem oddly legitimate.
Well, he did complain about hearing voices in his head the other day.
He's probably trying to drown out Cat. He's nagging against her.
True, those voices have been a real nuisance. I mean, why would any normal person be hearing something that nobody else can?
Easily explained. Peter's mind has stupid to absurdity because of all the absurdity around him.
God, he must be one desperate soul. He lacks the wit to give his imaginative creations flight, poor bugger.
Okay, guys, I think this is enough. No need to say the same annoying shit 20 times.
Giggity, I don't want to. I think it's kind of a necessity for the show, you know?
And if we don't say it that many times, people won't even acknowledge we exist. Heck, they already thought I canceled when I had a show of my own.
You have to do what the viewers want sometimes, even if you have to say it loudly and with emotion. But we should still try to be funny about it, Doc.
Peter, I dear, you need to stop criticizing people of different nationalities.
It's a joke, honey. Lighten up.
Yeah, Mom, it's a comedian thing.
That doesn't mean you need to take personal shots.
Come on, even Meg is shaking her head in disapproval. Am I right, Meg?
Well, unfortunately, you said those comments. Making fun of a full European culture that we really know spectators is sometimes seen as a sign of being disrespectful.
I apologize. I just think that the British culture is sort of ridiculous when you think about it.
While we should admit that the British have done some ridiculous things, it's always better to look at how it formed part of the evolution of the culture rather than labeling an entire nation as something to be laughed at.
Yeah, okay, I'll take your point.
Good, let's talk about something else.
All right, welcome everyone. Let's get started. So we all know that everyone here eventually dies.
Yes, but it's important that we don't forget it. We'll have to talk about these issues and how they will affect our families.
When will everyone die?
Silly Chris, all of us will eventually die. Actually, we don't know exactly when, but we want to get this topic discussed before worse comes to worse.
But how will it affect us? Who gets the family house?
And that is an interesting question.
Great idea, Stewie. Plus, we should all look into getting life insurance to just in case something happens to one of us.
I think that's a good idea. We can start discussing it and go from there.
I guess that wraps it up. Let's plan on talking about this again soon, okay?
I agree.
What the heck is happening? Is Chris speaking in emojis or something?
No, it looks like he's only speaking in Smosh references.
Wait, he's only talking in Smush references. I think he has Smush Tourette's.
Man up.
All I can do is Smush references. Wait, Wesley, what are you doing?
What are you going on about? Who's Wesley?
Did someone say romantic flute music?
Peter, I think he just said what he was referencing.
Chippy Karen?
Now, no clue what he's referencing.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There's the reaction.
Those clay cows?
Really, Triss? You're referencing Smush again. I must travel back in time to prevent Saddam Hussein's capture. You see, the moment they capture Saddam is the moment that created hundreds of years of strife and division across the Middle East. It's all that did is one brief window. If I can get there and convince them not to incarcerate Saddam, then the region's history could be greatly improved.
That's an interesting premise. Did you come up with this plan yourself?
Yes, and I think it just might work. If I can leave now and travel back to that moment, I'm sure I can make some real headway. And since it's all in the realm of the theoretical, I don't have to worry about running into myself or messing up the space-time continuum.
You know, you have courage. Most people wouldn't dream of trying something so ambitious.
Maybe so, but thinking like the average person isn't getting us any closer to a safer Mideast. We need to embrace this kind of extraordinary thinking to solve our most pressing problems. That's how I got so far with the idea, and that's why I'm convinced it will work if I...
What in the world is going on?
Peter is beating Chris with a hammer, and all he's saying is stop hammer time while Chris keeps going aye.
That is ridiculous.
Maybe they need to help Chris and take the hammer away from Dad.
No, he's foaming at the mouth like a wild animal.
Stewie, we have to do something.
All right. I will try to reason with Peter. Peter, have all hammer time you must to stop.
Hammer time?
No, listen, this can't continue.
Hammer time.
Come on, Peter, put down the hammer.
Hammer time.
Now put down the hammer. Chris can't take this much longer.
All right. Here, Chris, the hammer's down. That was hammer time after all.
Becoming a free is a great way for us to exercise our creativity. Not only is it fun, but also fashionable. We would definitely stand out in a crowd, plus we can communicate with a sense of empathy while connecting with other animals.
I think this is a really bad idea, Brian.
No, but it's a great idea. It's the perfect way to truly take care of bad animals.
What about the birds?
Also, we could even make great signature signs with different furred animals so everyone can recognize us and stay connected. So what do you say? Should we become furries?
What is going on here?
It looks like there are microplastics in both your and Meg's blood.
What, huh?
It could be coming from something you've eaten, the water you've used, or the medications you take.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Well, what do we do now?
I suggest we start by looking into our diets and how we get our medication. We have to try to figure out what we've been exposing ourselves to that could be responsible for the presence of microplastics.
This is terrible. It's like we're living in some post-apocalyptic nightmare.
Let's hope that this isn't the movie version of the future, otherwise we're all in trouble.
So what do we do next?
We have to keep researching. There's hopefully still a way out of this.
Risk getting committed by the FBI was a real eye-opener, wasn't it?
Yeah, like him thinking that Meg was the CIA in disguise or something.
It was a wild ride, I tell you.
Yeah, who knew we'd be dealing with that kind of situation?
There wasn't much we could do to control his severe schizophrenia and his homicidal tendencies.
That reminds me of when he tried to stab Ryan with a knife.
Yeah? He was a real danger to himself and to others. I feel he's probably gotten help that he wouldn't have gotten any other way.
I guess you're right, Dad, but it's so sad to see him going off like that.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully with the doctors and therapy, he can get much better. Hey, look at my sweet spin.
Awesome!
I thought, well, Peter, you got some sweet dance moves there.
Well, I mean, it was alright, I guess. He's no professional ball spin, but hey, he tried his best.
Well, I'm an excellent spinner.
Uncle Peter, go for the poker spin now.
You guys are so ridiculous.
Look, I'll go and give it a go.
Alright, little man, good luck.
And here we go to down.
Whoa, guy, that was interesting.
Ah, that was amazing, Stewie. Great job.
Altogether special, Stewie. I'm impressed, very impressive.
Let's all take a break now. Not bad for two greenhorns, right?
What happened to Peter? He suddenly started kicking in money.
Haven't you heard?
So, everyone pays to see my dad half naked grows.
Don't be ridiculous.
What about is the fact that Peter's now on the top of it, we're poised to benefit out of this.
Granted, how can giving away does help make money?
Think about it first, Peter.
Then there's an old saying, like a paper's the white, Peter should prove that's true.
Your money sure does grant everything.
Okay, so let's get into our five creature roles.
Cool! I saw I'll be a frog.
Does that armor I made for my character make it look cool?
Sure, Meg, you can be a bear if you want.
You know, really, because they're gonna skip to my room if anything goes wrong.
Hey, if I'm twice the size of everyone, does that make me twice as cute?
Come on, let's get started so we can make this the best fight experience ever.
I'm ready, let's start!
Alright, let the story begin.
Oh, I want to bring the participant to start a quest.
Cool, I owe one, Stewie, so I can ask him for help if I get lost.
Perfect, let's get going.
I couldn't help it. It was classified, top secret. I knew find something up my ass that could keep me safe.
Peter,
Not this again. I'm so fed up with being berated for being a kid, not being rich, and not being popular.
Well, why don't we even the playing field? What if we place an idea in the open?
All right, I've got one. What do you think of me shoving those classified documents up my ass?
Peter, can you try something more creative?
How about interacting with the Discord room?
That's not original.
Come on, how do we do something to break them up? Now there's plenty of creative ways we covered it.
That's a really great idea. Let's start with that.
That works. All right, but we want to make some change and we have to do something I'm accustomed to. Pulling the plug.
Giggity.
Yeah, it is sure a total mess.
I agree the randomness of topic suggestions isn't helpful.
Pull the plug for sure. We'll clean up the chaos.
That is worth a try.
How are we going to do that?
Well, let's meet together to discuss what needs to be done.
It needs to be done. I think if we could get a task force of some kind going, that would be great.
Task force sounds like something I can get on board with.
Good idea. So let's meet up tomorrow and plan the next steps.
Excellent. See you all tomorrow then. Is that dick good? How good is that dick?
What are you talking about?
Come on, don't you watch Family Guy? I'm quoting that episode where Brian says, "Yes, King." Imagine when someone asked about that dick.
Yes, King.
Well, Oh, easy.
Why?
Because it's so good.
Peter is absolutely right. That dick is like the most amazing thing you'll ever taste. I'm talking pure delicious food coma material.
Wow, okay then. I think I'm sold on giving that dick a try.
There you go. Enjoy that dick.
Don't just enjoy it, savor it. That's the real secret. Enjoy the flavor, appreciate the aroma, and always remember to save a piece for next time.
Hey, thanks for the tip. I'll keep that in mind.
Chris, what is going on?
This steam, it's like an eternity of torture. I can't stand it any longer. Ah!
Okay. Calm down, big guy. Just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath.
But I want to break free from this prison. The many details of this content has sent me spiraling into a fit of outrage. I just want it to be...
I understand your frustration, but take a second and close your eyes. Everything will feel better when you open them again.
I don't know if I can. This could be that last moment of insanity I have. I'm so scared.
Chris, relax. I'll be right here with you, and we'll get through this together. Take a few deep breaths. It will be over before you know it.
Okay, let's remain calm. There's someone shooting outside.
What do we do?
Let's just stay here in the living room and try not to attract attention.
But the sniper might come in and get us.
I can't guarantee our safety, but if we keep out of sight and quiet, he might pass us by.
What if he doesn't? We're sitting ducks in here.
And I suggest we try to sneak out the back door.
That's a really risky move. What else can we do?
We can always think of a plan as we go. We just need to stay calm and focus on the task at hand.
Are you kidding me, Tpot?
Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. I know it looks a little crazy at first, but this is technically how I look just in miniature form.
What?
Well, what can I say, dear? You said that size wasn't important, so...
Are you crazy?
No, sorry. I was only trying to surprise you in a good way.
Tpot, this is more than I can handle. Please just put it back away.
All right, don't worry, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make you feel better. My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 300 Ignigra Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico. The 7,100 floor to a law enforcement entity. This is not an admission of guilt.
Well, you nailed down his an impressive head.
Well, I don't remember how it starts off, but I can recite pretty much the whole thing from memory.
Dad, you were like a walking encyclopedia.
You kidding me? With a family around, I've got to know enough to survive. Proseps, groovy to see you here in Dark Clams.
Now that's a sight for sore eyes. The internet has come a long way.
For sure. Call me old-fashioned. But I missed the good old early 2000s acronyms.
Huh, get with that times, y'all. It's YOLO and full around here now.
Epic fail. Acknowledging that netizens be lolling at new words is how y'all stay woke.
Word? Whole another level of puns we drop these days. Don't worry, never going to stay.
Oh, we can't keep up with these lit of trends, but rest assured I still know my FE's here in the chamber for sure.
Brian, did you know that Peter was going to do this?
No, of course not. I had no idea he was up to something so dangerous.
Tpot, what are you thinking? I have killed our daughter with that stuff?
You threw gas at me.
I thought you could just breathe it in. It would be a harmless prank.
Tpot, this kind of thing cannot go punished. You'll have to face the consequences for your actions.
Nick, I'm so sorry. Need to go to the hospital and get you treated.
Well, at least you can still talk. I heard that chlorine gases tend to cause quite a bit of damage to people's vocal cords.
Yes, I can still talk, thankfully, but I'm finding it hard to breathe.
Maybe we need to get you to hospital quickly. Can you make it there, okay?
If you need transportation, I can call a taxi for you.
That would be great, thank you, Stewie.
I'm so sorry about this, Meg. I honestly thought it. Come on, Meg, let's go home. Lois has been a great sport about this, but you need to break the addiction to Final Fantasy so you can focus on your studies.
Giggity.
I know they seem fun, but if you want success in life, video games have to take a backseat.
Lois went all out on this, and now it's time for you to put your foot down and go home.
Giggity reality check.
Hey, listen to your mom, she knows best. Have some real-life experiences and get back into the real world.
Come on, Meg, it's gonna take a bit of willpower, but it's time to break the addiction.
You can do it.
Hey, why don't I come home with you for the evening and we can find something fun to do instead?
Sounds like a great idea. What do you say, Meg?
Giggity sure.
You don't have to.
We're getting married.
Well, what would this be?
Yeah, it surprised me too, but it's gonna be awesome.
So what kind of person would marry you and Chris together?
Hey, don't talk about me like that.
Stewie, why are you like this? We're both getting married. Give us your blessing.
Boy, this really isn't my kind of thing.
Well, think about it, dude. You could come out.
Oh, that's the kind of a mate you wanted on your big day.
Please, then you get a huge present if you come.
And tempting, what kind of present are you going to get me then?
Anything that you need, little buddy.
Let's talk this over ice cream later, shall we?
Sounds like a plan. I'm sure we could hear a lovely speech from you at the wedding, Stewie.
Well,
Come on, Cleveland, do the thug shaker.
Giggity.
I don't feel like doing the thug shaker right now.
Come on, why not? Everyone else is joining in.
You gotta feel the rhythm and just let it flow. Giggity.
I don't move like that.
You can learn. It can't be that hard to do. Give it a try.
That's no excuse. Come on, Cleveland. Show us what you got, Giggity.
Fine, I guess I can give it a try.
See, wasn't so hard now, was it?
Shake it, Cleveland. Giggity.
Attempts to do the thug shaker awkward.
Show us that smooth criminal, Cleveland.
Come on, keep going. Don't give up on us now.
Companies to do the thug shaker, all right, I'm getting it. Alright. To do the thug shaking,
Peter, what are you doing? You can't round me like that.
Don't worry, Lois. I saw it on you do. It'll be fine.
Dad, I'm too old for this. Why are you treating me like a child?
Peter, I think you might need to take into account the dynamic of the family. This might not have the outcomes you were hoping for.
Surely you know your internet habits, Meg. Maybe if you just abide by the rules, then I wouldn't have to step in.
Peter, this is not appropriate actions. That is completely unreasonable.
This is how this family does things. Everyone talks about love and respect. This is how you treat me.
Oh my, this is getting out of hand.
You're right to remove this granting, or I won't be held responsible for my actions.
Oh, okay then. I canceled the grounding, Magna. I'm sorry.
Nevertheless, I think both of you need to talk about.
You gotta be kidding. How have you guys not seen this before?
Peter, what is that thing?
I think I can guess, Lois. It's a tiny cloning of Peter.
Unbelievable how did you create that, Peter?
I took some snips from my hair many moons ago. It was always in my pocket, just an insurance policy.
Insurance policy for what?
You know, just in case I was ever in danger and needed an assassin.
A 3-in-1.
Just out of curiosity, I've been training him over the years.
Absolutely incredible. It looks like we're going to have a new member in the family.
Oh, Peter, please tell me you haven't given him a name yet?
Guys, listen, the real story is that Cleveland isn't really Cleveland. He's actually Obama in disguise with a mustache.
What? No way, that can't be true.
Yes, I saw it and verified with an expert that it's completely true. Cleveland was actually the president. He figured it'd be a safer plan to pretend to be someone else in case anything went wrong.
I don't know, fellas. This sounds a bit far-fetched.
Look, I did some digging around and found that President Obama and Cleveland did look an awful lot alike in their younger years. That's how I connected.
Giggity. Well, that would explain why it was decided to cancel his show.
Chris,
But then again, stranger things have been known to happen, you know.
It's most likely just a nuisance, alas. There's something else going on here.
We should check instead. That way we can be sure what it seems to suggest instead.
I agree. Before Chris feels go on a rampage, we must check his closet for the monkeys' cabs.
That settles it. Search party. Let's go. Bring a flame torch and the strongest kind of rope.
Sure, let me grab my binoculars as well. Safest way to tackle this tear.
Why you guys look for any monkey hate? I shall ready an oar save net to catch him deftly.
We're not. We'll find your phantom foe in no time. If the spirit's willing, the creeks will be dry quick and in perfect run.
That's a spirit. Off we go. Let's try to get Chris out of this woe.
Wow, Peter, you've done it now.
Hey, hope you didn't because I don't think I'm safe here.
Guys, don't worry. I don't think anything bad will happen.
Giggity.
Nice. Now, how did you even do that?
Oh, I have a friend who works in a top-secret government laboratory, and he gave me a cool device I used to split the atom. It isn't fairly dangerous, you know.
Well, that is mind-boggling.
Giggity.
But don't worry, I'm an expert, so it will all be okay.
I don't think Peter's half of this situation is something to make you giddy about.
Actually, Peter, why don't you take that thing back to your friend? It's obviously more than you can handle.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll take it back for sure. I think you take it for right, Joe. I'll take it back. Boy, sure. I take it back. Sure. Sure. All right, let's pull this thing out and get going.
Well there, buddy, wouldn't hurt to give it one more quarter twist. We'd be surprised at how it affects the oral experience.
Peter, are you sure you want to do this? I mean, I can unplug the cable TV and play a movie if you're that bored.
No, I gotta do this. Get.
Well, it's your call. Just remember to hold onto the side of the table for stability.
Hold on now. I don't know what's going on, but I'm hoping that's not the infamous butt plug I've heard so much about.
Can't deny the power of the butt plug. Let's do it.
Don't forget the safe word.
Guys, I just don't think this is safe.
Don't worry, I'll be able to pull it out in 3, 2, 1. Got it, giggity.
Stop. What are we doing?
Damn it, what's going on here?
Everyone stop, let's stop this thrill.
Again, in a domestic situation. Peter, are you insane?
A kid Chris thought it was funny to call himself Troz, and it's not acceptable. Not in his house.
Pete, you don't need to shoot him.
Guys, violence is not the solution. Maybe we could look at a compromise.
This is so messed up. Can everyone just get along?
Yeah, I get it.
All right, I'll put my gun away if you put your hammer away.
Good, now that we have to face the situation, let's discuss this.
Yeah, there's got to be some better ways to resolve this piece without resorting to violence.
Hey, Joe, what's wrong?
Yeah, man, you don't look so good.
Hey guys, it's just my mom passing away is all. I can't help but feel sad.
Giggity giggity gag, you all giggity gag.
That doesn't really help Joe, Quagmire. How about you give him a hug instead?
Giggity.
Take your time, buddy. Whatever you need, we'll be here for you.
Thanks guys, I feel a tiny bit better now.
Giggity giggity gag, you all giggity gag.
Quagmire, come on. Can you take a break from your giggity giglet?
Okay.
Appreciate it, Quagmire. I'll talk to you guys later.
Of course, take all the time you need.
You stairs.
Oh, cuz, I want Eel to stand to go in the cat.
Oh, brother.
Chris, be quiet. You're giving everyone a headache.
I'm also down to get everyone to check out my Discord.
So Chris has a wolf fetish. That's just too much.
On top of not being so smart, he has got to venture this slow.
He's going to worsen his behavior, then I think we should send him and let him be on his own.
That sounds like the best for everyone in the family.
He continues his behavior like this. He deserves nothing from us.
If we act like nothing happened, then he doesn't receive any moderation.
He definitely has to understand that this sort of stuff is unacceptable. It's too gross.
Should really start making better judgment calls when it comes to stuff like this.
Besides, we need to nip this behavior in the bud, mate.
I agree, if we don't, then he'll keep getting worse.
With the amount of bad influence he has, this having him is the least of worries.
So that abstinence has a bunch of benefits.
Giggity, I'd actually wanted to talk about that.
Really? I thought you would have wanted to talk about something else.
No, abstinence is great because it reduces the stress of planning romantic moments or birth control.
What else?
It also decreases the risk of contracting living viruses or other issues and encourages living in the present moments. Plus, sex life isn't even a certainty when it involves two people, so abstinence is a way to still have a healthy relationship without having to commit to any of that pressure.
That all checks out. Abstinence really is a win-win situation.
I agree, but sometimes it can be difficult to maintain.
True, it requires personal commitment, but if you plan it out, it can be both liberating and, most importantly, very healthy.
Sounds like really good advice. I'll have to remember that. Hey, Joe, I heard of a butt plug that blows up in your butt.
Blows up? That sounds dangerous.
Giggity!
Quagmire, you know everybody can hear you right.
Oh, right, yeah, I don't know why you want something like that, Peter.
I don't know either. I just heard it was a thing and I thought it was hilarious.
A thing doesn't have to be funny to be a thing.
You know, Peter, I think this is one thing that should stay in your crazy head and never make it into a thing in the real world.
Cleveland's right. That's not something you should mess around with.
It doesn't sound safe and crazy.
Guess so? I'll go find something else to talk about. Hey, Cleveland, how you doing, buddy?
Not great, Peter. It turns out I've got a sexually transmitted infection.
Now, don't worry, buddy. At least it's not Quagmire singing giggity around the drunken clam all the time.
Well, yeah, that way I can keep it to myself and like Quagmire and his rampant flirting with every woman in the bar.
True, but you did give yourself gonorrhea.
Yeah, but I got tested at the clinic. They said that it's highly unlikely that I passed it on to anybody else.
So why wouldn't you get it tested earlier?
I know, I guess this is a lesson to get tested early and often. If I'd done so, the symptoms wouldn't have been nearly as severe.
Yeah, but you should go back to all your recent partners, tell them to go get tested to be sure.
That's actually a really good idea. Thanks for the advice, Peter. I'm gonna head to the clinic to get some antibiotics. Then I'm gonna do some.
Chris, did you say there's an evil monkey in your closet?
We're gonna have to extinguish this one, so I guess we must confess it.
Oh my goodness, it may be attempting to order it.
But what why you asked to? I deduced there's a monkey on the loose.
Not like there is a wild one coming here for the juice.
Well, that's not so gross. No, I'm just bare bones when we abort this trots.
That's right, this whole thing is taking a toll, so let's settle this witchy roll.
Yes, let's abort this mission quickly. And then need to play it again.
We've got to make sure we seal this thing so Evil Monkey won't make a fuss and fling.
Then no more nonsense. We'll close this case, and when we're done, we expect the evil monkey to leave this place.
Well, my wards have certainly been astute. We have to make sure this evil monkey stays mute.
We are the best guard in the rest, since we are always honest. Peter, what in the world are you thinking? You can't seriously be considering doing something like that.
Well, all I want is to make love to our daughter. It may sound weird, but it's not like we haven't done it before.
Stewie, sweetie, go.
Come on, Lois, you can't talk me out of this. I just need to get it out of my system before it drives me crazy. I just need to get it me out of my system. Or it drives him. I don't think
Is that really a good idea?
No, nothing about that is a good idea.
All right, I get it. Let's just not talk about it anymore.
Thank goodness.
So you should probably not do it.
Stewie, I'm not going to do it. And why don't you go to your room?
Stewie, you don't have to worry about that.
To be perfectly clear, I'm not doing it, so the subject is deadened.
Peter, what's wrong?
You just humiliated me with a traditional sock puppet.
Giggity. I'll earn it off the internet.
That puppet still troubled my mind. How could something so normal beat me so bad?
Things happen, man. We should all just have a drink and chill.
No, I just have to get revenge somehow.
Giggit. Come at me, Peter.
All right, let's do it.
I'm ready. Bring it.
Just you wait.
All right, dudes. Settle down, please. I don't need another brawl here at the Poor Drunken Clam.
You're right. I need to come up with a better way to battle with him. Like using karate or something.
Giggity, why not scrapbooking?
Peter's trying to get some adult time with Lois, I guess.
Not now, Peter.
Yes, Mother. Let's almost finish it.
Come on, Lo. This can't be that hard, yippee.
Nonsense. You think anyone should be there to satisfy your manly needs.
That's not what I'm saying.
What exactly are you trying to do?
I'm tired, and I just thought it might be nice, you know.
No, Peter, you can't be doing something like that. It's not nice.
Well, I hope that settles it.
Oh, all right.
Well, this didn't turn out to be as amusing as I thought it would.
This could have been avoided if everyone just acted in more civil manner.
I think that's enough for today, Peter. Let's try.
Hey, Quagmire in Cleveland. What are you talking about?
Giggity Peter, Chris, and Stewie were having a really interesting discussion about the characters and story of that Tohasee game.
Yeah, talking about some of its comics and manga content. Pretty wholesome stuff.
Sounds like it. So who is the Scarlet Devil everyone's talking about?
Her name is Iaski, and her boss fight is one of the toughest ones in the game. She's really powerful.
That's true. She regains health after taking damage, so you have to pay attention and take your time if you want to defeat her.
Wow, sounds like a challenge. So what are the other characters?
Well, you have Ariadimo, Rimu, Hey, Marisu, Irisam, Funumarano, Soya, Zargit, Junkie, and Segu.
Plus, you have some other supporting characters like Sika Ibuki, Rika Takahashi, and Deiyase, Peter.
Well, there I was minding my own business eating some crispy strips when all of a sudden a SEAL Team 6 appears and surrounds me.
Oh, Mom, that sounds thrilling. What did you do, perfect ability?
Well, I ran for my life, obviously. I had no idea why they were hunting me down. Naturally, I knew that I needed to escape.
Well, that must have been terrifying.
Don't worry, Peter. Was there any evidence linking you to the action in question?
Not that I know of. I guess they're just trying to be extra safe. I guess they're just trying to be safe. I tell you how to stay safe. Trying to safe. Safe.
Do you think you can buy them off with a few buckets of those cuff strips?
Fortunately, I ate them already.
If you close the door, any signs of recognition and evasive action will look perplexing to the SEAL team. That would leave it open to interpretation by their superiors.
That sounds like a plan, Brian. Well, Brian, I thought you already had a great job. Now that you're a cop, I can't wait to see the tricks you can pull.
Well, I, Peter.
Don't worry, this officer Brian is ready for all the bad guys out there.
Even me.
It's hard to say. If your behavior warrants it, I may have no choice other than to arrest you.
It's not a
All right.
You be sure to fill out your paperwork correctly, because that's where innocent people usually run into trouble.
Well, Brian, don't feel threatened by me. I'm only here to cheer you on. It being said, remember that police brutality is a huge no-no these days.
Relax, Peter. I'm smarter than that. I'm gonna keep my calm and follow the book.
What is going on here?
I just converted to comments, and I expect everyone to hold me down to the point.
Dad, I think communism isn't a very good idea that hasn't worked out too well in the past.
Can't we just compromise on something?
I think if everyone puts forth some effort, we can make communism work here.
I don't think communism is a great idea. At least there would be some structure.
Yeah, to think some of us will starve if we stay with the system.
We certainly can't let everyone starve. Besides, I think a solution would be to look into something like National Socialism.
Well, I'm not sure that's a great idea, like.
Well, the point is that it could be useful as a short-term fix.
Dad, using a different system could be the key to get out of the starvation issue.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on this crazy idea of Chris. What do you think, guys? If you ask me, this is too money-driven, but let's see what the chat says.
Dad got caught eating pizza with his butt.
Apparently.
Well, that must have been awkward.
At first he tried to deny it, but the body bought it and he held it to it.
Still, no one around the table was stunned because they were a cadet.
I totally agree.
Hey, Joe, think you know how much I wanted to be able to dunk.
I know, Peter. I know you worked hard for it. I wish you'd succeed.
Besides, again, it gets close. I trained for weeks, man. But I still at the height I need for doing something like that. Quagmire always says giggity since he's seen me trying so hard.
That must have been real hard having Wagmira's giggity ringing in your ears every time. But here is an idea. Why don't you borrow Cleveland's trampoline to properly train for it? You could ask him if he's willing to lend you his trampoline.
That's a great idea, Joe. You always come up with the best ideas. I know Cleveland doesn't have a TV show anymore, so I bet he won't mind lending me his trampoline for a while. Thank you so much.
No problem, Peter. We'll go together and ask him when.
Huh? Oh, what are you guys doing here?
That's what girls are wanted to tell us a bit, you dragon demon orbit.
Why do we have to deal with this kind of stuff?
Now, let me explain. She's actually a D.
I'll call it this or something.
Hold your horses, Stewie. I was just beating it to an anime character that looks like a child, that's all. Yeah, what it looks like she is a 5,000-year-old dragon demon hybrid.
Wait, then why were you beating it to a character who looks like a kid?
Hey, don't guilt me. It was just a, momentary work.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess that's how girls read around pretty cartoons.
Yeah, I guess I understand.
Congratulations, Brian. Because of you, the world has been saved from Satan.
I know, right? It was my fault that I didn't usually think things through, but in this instance I found an unexpected loophole with the power of Meg's nose.
You should be proud of yourself, Ryan.
Yeah, well, I guess any fool and save the world where it took us Meg's rule to nose. I mean, it's not exactly anything spectacular given by my standards.
Thank you for your unsolicited input, Stewie. It's still pretty amazing regardless.
Yeah, Brian, it is. You just gotta love Meg for doing something like this for the world. She may be a disgrace to our family, but at least the world is safe now. It's something she'll never forget.
And I think that's reason enough to celebrate. Anyone up for some dinner?
Guess how I got this idea? How? The classic, you don't poop the Fresh Prince of Blair.
Giggity.
You got it, Quagmire. We're all quoting this, you will break.
So then why not act it out?
Wow, buddy, what a great idea.
I'll be the face and shins.
Chance Quagmire and Rollis Cleveland's.
That's easy for me. That's where I got my start.
Yeah, Cleveland. Remind us all why you have your own YouTube show.
All right, break a leg. Let the show begin.
Hey, everyone, I apologize to all our viewers for my stroke. It was an unexpected surprise, but I believe that you are still with us, and hopefully you'll stay for our next episode. So stay tuned.
That's right.
I didn't mean to have a stroke.
It's okay, Chris, we understand.
Yes, we appreciate our loyal viewers, and we sincerely apologize for any disruption to the show.
I am also sorry for my bright moments of stupidity through this live stream.
Hey, Peter, did you see Quagmire?
Yeah, he just came in and said giggity, giggity, giggity as usual. It's good, yes, yeah, wall. Giggity, 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 just came in and said giggity, giggity, giggity as usual, yeah. Giggity, 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 yes.
He seems to be saying giggity a lot more than usual.
Yeah, I know, right? He's like the guy who got his job canceled and can do nothing else.
I guess Quagmire is limited to giggity, but at least he's still got a few laughs to offer.
Yeah, true. No one can make the show entertaining without him.
I guess giggity is his go-to phrase now.
It sure seems that way. And you know what they say, if life gives you lemons, make giggity, 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 gig. Man, Joe and his puppets wrecked me?
Wow, that was brutal. Maybe you shouldn't have challenged them like that. Quagmire would never step up.
Yeah, but I'm not Quagmire. At least I put up a fight before I lay there in defeat.
Don't ahead of yourself, Peter. They wiped you off the face of the earth. Those ordinary sock puppets are no ordinary match.
Yeah, but I nearly beat him with my power farts.
Peter, he didn't win because of hazardous farts. He won because Joe knew what had to be done. Phil was just following orders. It's nothing personal.
I know, just. Well, next time I'll be more prepared. I train those sock puppets. Gonna be a teaching moment?
Yeah, you'll no doubt remember to find a way to win. That Joe guy is ingenious and resourceful. You'll need your origami next time.
Ma'am, a Luigi time is here.
Peter, did you do this time?
Is he speaking normally?
Of course not. He's talking like one of the characters from Hotel Mario.
I didn't know that Hotel Mario was even a thing.
I have to admit, this is the first time I've seen him grandly express his foolishness.
All right, enough. Can you please think of one?
It's a mean Mario. Time to god shopping and defeating enemies.
Peter did try focusing some of that energy towards something more productive.
Yes, Dad, there are even more mushrooms in the real world.
You gross.
I don't think it meant it literally.
Concentrate on making some sort of sense, Peter.
Oh, here comes the Bowser.
Enough, Peter. Let's see if you can talk normally now.
I say let him be or find it.
Hey guys, I was wondering if it's normal for my second penis to be sore sometimes.
Well, I wouldn't know, but usually it's a sign that something isn't right.
Alright, I suppose I should go see a doctor then.
Yes, it's probably not normal for you who have two penises, and even if it is, you what?
Absolutely, and if you develop a rash or anything near it, please see you. Probably.
Okay, I'll take that into consideration. Thanks, you too. So, I was thinking, why don't you overthrow the government in the Sudan and get our hands on all that delicious gold?
But why can't we all buy the gold?
No money, no gold, my son. What's the point of having all that money if you can't buy your way out of hardtake, am I right?
No one needs that much gold, Peter. Think of the innocent lives at stake alone. It's not a moral move.
Peter, do realize that it happens to be one of the poorest gone from the planet and overthrowing every game. The problem.
Well, if we do it right, we can fix the government while taking their gold. It's win-win in my book.
No, it's more like you win and they lose. You don't get to get away with such opportunism in the 20th century. What do you think about this, Stewie?
I don't think it's far that you receive it. I would be supposed to be to overthrow Ireland. No, Chris, don't show me that. That should not have been experimented with matches like this particularly.
Well, let's look at the detail. These small mountain homes look so lifelike.
Hey guys, what is going on? Anything interesting?
Do not answer us, Peter.
Well, I was just bringing Steve something funny.
Peter, I beg of you, lovely dear brother, turn the other way at once.
Alright, but why?
Chris has just presented me with what can be described as the most awful sight hotcakes.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Stewie. I didn't know it would offend you so greatly.
Oh, it would be.
Let me see. What is it?
No, Peter, don't look.
Don't you do, Peter? It is traumatizing in its bizarreness.
Mom, look, I found a banner that goes with it.
It hurts like nothing I have ever felt before. Can't even move and forget about going to the bathroom.
Giggle, maybe I can help you there, Joe.
What? That's disgusting, Quagmire. Joe needs medical attention, not your perverted solution.
Yeah, man, there are better things Joe can do at this point.
I'm willing to try anything at this point. The pain's so unbearable.
Alright, I got an idea. It may sound crazy, but I think it just might work.
What do you have in mind?
Okay, Joe, don't worry. Just listen. First, you need to relax and find a comfortable position. I know it's hard, but try and take a few slow breaths.
Giggity.
Now, when you're ready, I want you to slightly contract your abdominal muscles while also squeezing your rectum lightly and then pull apart.
Wow, Peter actually knows what he's talking about for once.
Alright, I'll give it a try. I'm pretty desperate here.
What did you just say, Chris?
Sugi, I think our brother has finally said something useful for once.
I'm a surgeon.
What do you mean exactly, Chris?
Yeah, Chris, did you mean like a medical surgeon?
Smacking his hands together, a surgeon. Once dramatically, I'm a surgeon.
Certainly sure, Chris, sure.
Let's move on. Yes,
I'm a surgeon.
Nobody is denying it, Chris.
I don't believe it's making much of a difference either way.
Starts humming contentedly.
Okay, I think that's our cue to move out.
Wait, did we actually resolve that?
I mean, if it makes Chris happy, who are we to stand in his way?
Yeah, I guess as long as he's not actually going to try and perform any surgeries.
Ah!
Whoa, Stu, Dolan, did you see the size of that dude behind the counter?
Yeah, that looks really big.
Dad, you can't throw that paper bag with shit at the employee.
Akaka is most cruel.
I know, it's why it felt even awesomer.
Dude, that was pretty terrible.
Don't worry about it, kid. He's just doing his job.
No, Dad, you don't get away with crap love this.
Pull yourself together, Peter. You may take on his form and flee the premises if you feel compelled.
Or you could apologize. Maybe you get the charges dropped.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna run. Don't even need to apologize to teach him a lesson. What can he do?
Apart from call the police, I'm not sure.
All right. I'm gonna apologize. After I do, I'll be a free little birdie. So quantum physics says that atoms exist in all possible forms determined by probability simultaneous to each other.
Oh.
Huh.
So invisible tigers could be walking between us right while we talking.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, anything can exist everywhere at any time.
Wow!
Can you explain it more?
Well, beyond Stewart and his cat, the other behavior of particles when we observe them.
Oh!
Oh, yeah. Okay, then.
Oh my goodness, is that Kendrick lip sensing clip behind?
The one where Joe Swanson parkours over chickens made me horny.
How about the kids playing dance means made me horny?
What about that Jazz Queen dance compilation made behind?
How about that penguin slide made me horny?
That rodeo balancing video made me horny.
That video of the ventriloquist singing show tunes made me horny.
That video of the guy bursting balloons with his teeth made me horny.
The automated version of the rhythm, it made me horny.
Oh, and that guy cosplaying like Yagami made me horny.
Did you guys see the viral frog versus turtle chase made me horny?
You know what has made me horny? A veil with the golden retriever puppy swimming a pool. What are we talking about?
Good question, Stewie. It's about buying a 2006 Honda Civic.
What makes you think that's a good car to buy?
Well, for starters, it's very reliable, doesn't use a lot of gas, and it's good on the wallet. Well, and it's a reliable, it's a wallet. And it's a reliable, yeah.
That doesn't mean you should get right away.
Yes, don't worry about safety. What safety accreditations does it have?
Oh, it has multiple airbags and a lock brakes and traction control system.
Well, that's real good.
Of course, it is great resale value, so you'll get a good return on your investment in case you want to go for a different car after a few years.
Smeg. What the hell is Smeg?
For Pete's sake, right?
Snegging out is gross.
Yeah, seriously?
Well, it's one of those things they never teach you in school.
Nice.
Maybe this is why no one likes you at the house.
What? Why?
Because you keep bringing up about things like smegma.
Maybe we should just change the topic of conversation.
Well, we wouldn't have to if someone wasn't introducing Smegma into the conversation.
Yes, let's change the subject. How about Peter's defunct and...
Hey, Quagmire, want a race to see who can say giggity 20 times in a row faster?
Why don't you the guys just race to see who can go to the bar and grab a beer faster?
Sounds like a plan.
Giggity, race you to the bar.
You start?
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Wait, you've already said 20.
All right, take it easy, gents.
Let's just settle this peacefully. We can always have another race later.
Giggity. All right, I'm ready to grab a beer.
Making her creamy dreams come true.
Auditioning heated milk.
From Bullhouse wife abounded Quinn.
Fetish fun with Wiley needs and names.
Exploring your bodies.
Unleashing Aunt Mom in search of tales of pleasure.
See what the older crowd likes.
Big Hard Daddy and his little porn princess.
Sexual Harris finds what she's craving.
Surrendering to luscious porn experiences.
Youthful desires of slutty teens.
Hot milk gonna make you sweet.
Romping with pornographic goers.
Hey, Cleveland, check this out.
Oh my Peter, what is that?
It's a big crab. About 3 times the size of any you'll find here in the Drunken Clam.
That's quite impressive. Where did you get it?
Oh, I hauled up from the ocean floor in my boat.
Wow, Peter, that's quite an.
Yeah, and the best part is that it's all mine. I could really make some cash off this, right?
Yeah, definitely. Quagmire would probably pay a pretty penny for this.
You can bet your bottom dollar he will, gig it.
Hey, let's go ask him.
That's a great idea. Let's do it. All right, everyone, you know, we've been saying we should all go watch the No Mercy in Mexico video.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea.
Giggity, I'm up for the adventure coming.
Even better. Let's all go watch it now on YouTube. I just checked and it's still live.
All right, I'm in. Let's go.
That sounds exciting. Count meat.
Let's go experience this epic journey, Giggity.
I'm not guy so dang unless it helps.
Oh, Christ, I think you know the answer to that.
Lois, it's okay. He's just trying to understand.
Wait, so if being gay would help, then he would do it. That's kind of messed up.
I'm not saying I would actually do it. I'm not saying it would help.
Christ, being gay isn't supposed to be a way to get extra benefits.
Yeah, you shouldn't use like some kind of currency to make your life easier.
I think the more important thing to figure out is if Chris actually is gay.
I'm not gay, just wanted to know if it would help.
That's not the same thing, Christ. You can't decide you're a gay just because it might be us.
You need to be honest with yourself and accept who you are.
If you were not gay, then let's hope you don't let a desire for something to work in your favor tell you to...
Oh, let's shoot it short.
Whoa, good. What's it? See you. You
Oh, you're shoot it short.
Whoa, good. What's it? See you. You are good. What's it? See you. See you.
Oh, you're shoot it short. Oh, you're shoot it short.
Whoa, good. What's it? See you. You are good. What's it? See you. See you.
Oh, so.
Whoa, do a city seal. See you.
Oh, you're shooting, sure.
Whoa, do a city seal. You do a city seal. You see,
Oh, go shooting. Industrial oven. 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 What are you doing? Industrial oven. Industrial oven.
Why are you doing that?
Industrial oven. Industrial oven.
There's some kind of a joke.
Industrial oven. Industrial oven.
This isn't funny.
Industrial oven. Industrial oven.
Okay, that's enough.
So, Quagmire, you won't believe what I just realized could help me to save my marriage. And said something inappropriate here.
It's all coming down to the tried and true giggity.
Well, no, not quite. My secret fetish is dressing up as Big Bird for a door-to-door salesman and patiently waiting for them.
Well, there's a certain kind of inexplicable appeal, a giggity appeal, if you will. Is it sexually stimulating?
Surprisingly, no. In a psychological way, it's coming to me and helps me to better understand my partner's concerns.
Interesting. Well, it's worth a shot if it could save your marriage. Whatever kind of mischief you end up getting into, I'm sure the rest of us can look forward to your explanation because the mystery and curiosity will certainly be raising some eyebrows at least.
You know, I think it just might work. Thanks, Quagmire. And never forget Giggity.
Peter, what have you done?
Nothing. I just wanted to come stop Meg.
For what reason?
Oh, come on. Look at her. She's been nothing but a bad influence on the family for years now.
Peter, matter.
But come on, look at this pot right here. Puts one foot on, makes her while she screams.
Would you just leave her alone already, Peter?
What do you know? You're even worse than Meg.
Daddy, please leave her alone, okay? Stepping up to intervene. This isn't right.
Stewie's right, Peter.
Fine. Meg, you can go now.
Goonballs, I'm gonna hear.
I think that's enough, Peter. Let her leave.
All right.
Hey, what's going on here?
It looks like the YouTube chat is bullying someone named Amogus.
Giggity, I bet they're picking on him for no reason. That's not cool.
We should try and stop it.
We don't even know him.
True, but maybe we can help him out in some other way.
We could report the bullies, get them kicked out of the chat.
That's a good idea. Let's all do it together.
Giggity, that's the spirit. We should make sure the YouTube chat is a place where everyone should feel safe.
Okay, everyone, enough with this Mimi Justice for Among Us in the chat.
I don't think anyone here even knows what meme just for Marcus is.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a funny meme, but let's not waste our time here.
We all know that it was Meg's plan to prank Chris that got him into this confusion. Obviously no real injustice was done.
Time to get back to talk about the show. Let us all agree that we all had a great laugh, but lacked justice for Among Us today.
Look out, justice for Among Us, but only if Meg agrees to help clean up the mess she made.
Fair enough, Meg, it's up to you. You will be the one in charge of putting things to right.
Still been 2 planets.
Strokoros.
Boy trip, man.
Pumping freedom.
Man, Rocket 9.
Help blockers.
Boner bodies.
Moving low. Low.
Booty Snatcher.
Nightly ramen.
Dementos.
Stallion wash.
Chris, man, get you hanged on like you did after watching Fabric Action. Guess you'll feel much better.
Hanging on? That doesn't sound like something I would do.
Oh, gross. That's so inappropriate, Dad. Do you really think we should be doing this?
Of course, rainbows that show through the sky. You mean, Peter cursed out of it and was for a chain. Hanging dog is a dance of sugi.
I don't know. Guess I could give it a treat.
No, this is ridiculous.
Come on now, serendipity isn't mob. Once in a lifetime chance of a nation.
All right, I am.
No, no way, I'm not doing it.
To leap out the window, look, Phyllis is already doing it.
Well, it's actually pretty liberating.
See, Meg, this is the power of the Thundergun Express.
Chris, you know what? Let's all scream together until Chris can take it anymore.
Yes, that would be so much fun.
Wait, what? That's the most funny topic we've ever seen. Why don't we try something else?
Just making Chris scream repeatedly because he has ligma is what everyone's doing, so why not do it back?
Dad, come on, that's not funny. Nobody's gonna like it, and the topic of it.
Shut up, Stewie. It's gonna be the best thing ever.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, we all know someone who's always giving us trouble. Let's all make him scream to get back at him a little.
I love it. Let's get started.
No, Don, this isn't going to be funny. I just know it.
Stop it. This will totally be the funniest thing ever. Are you ready?
Ready?
What's the matter, Brian?
I was just thinking about the heat death of the universe, so I got a bit scared.
I don't understand. Daddy, what is the death of the universe?
It's a theory that states eventually the universe will expand until all matter reaches the same temperature.
If that were true, nothing would happen, right?
Actually, not nothing. Entropy would eventually prevent any further energy being produced.
In other words, one big unstoppable force will have replaced power and time.
Somehow this has made me feel even more scared.
Don't worry, Brian. As Peter said, it's just a theory.
He chatted. I did.
Well, that was really interesting. Can I ask a question?
Sure thing, Stuart. Do you want to know, eh?
What abilities do the Skylanders have?
They possess abilities such as flight, that elemental power.
Tending a wild secret garden.
Red's only ravaged by rainbows.
It's our grapes of passion.
Long and failed tongue twist, though.
So curling catacombs of delight.
Hey, Cleveland, heard anything good lately?
Well, I am about the butt plug or the good book, if you catch my drift.
Actually, yeah, let's talk about that. Lay it on me.
So the butt plug says that when the people are married, they are no longer separate entities. They become one, their bodies, mind, and spirit.
Wow, that is some powerful butt plug stuff. How do you exercise it, though?
It takes a bunch of patience and understanding. Each person needs to be willing to put the other's needs ahead of their own, always. Also, of course, praying to the butt plug helps if you have any doubts.
As long as I stay away from Quagmire, I think we should be safe with that. No need for the butt plug to intervene.
True, but don't underestimate the power of the butt plug. Giggity is one word he doesn't take to kindly.
Jeez, Quagmire, all you ever say is giggity, 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 giggity.
It's like that guy has no other words in his dictionary.
I mean, come on, I'll at least mix it up a bit with some new words, huh?
You just never stop. Just
I guarantee as long as I never stop giggling, it will never get old.
If you say so, Quagmire. But I feel like now we're gonna have to come up with a new way.
What in the Lord's name is going on?
Maggie, what the heck are you doing?
What, you asked for it?
Meg, why did you that?
You really think shooting Peter was the best way to exact your revenge?
What is going on in here? Harry Gunshot!
Oh God, Peter.
I am okay, I think. Or slow down, Meg.
Meg needs to explain herself.
Maybe we should try to defuse the situation.
How did it even get to this point?
Maybe I took things too far.
What did you do, Peter? What are you thinking?
I may have pushed Meg to her breaking point.
Yeah, I had just about enough abuse from you.
That doesn't give you the right to pull the non-info.
I agree, Meg. We have to be careful how we handle conflicts around here.
And we have to recognize Harry.
Meg, don't mess with Stewie. You don't want me watching my anger eat, you really don't.
Last week, Peter accidentally ate his anger weed and he turned into a total monster. You don't want a repeat of that now, do you?
What happened?
It's so angry that his eyes actually changed color.
Well, listen, here's don't mess with our friends or you may lock these for the Peter.
And you'd be the one getting me smashed, so don't do it.
There's just something about Peter and his anger weed. It's like he released a powerful force and his eyes turn red. It's like something out of a comic book.
We need to make sure that his anger weed is kept far away from him.
Absolutely. I don't want to get so angry that I become a monster. It's best we keep it away from me. Governor, fancy some cricket match later?
Giggity, whatever you say, old chap.
Lemmy, I haven't been inside the House of Fury in years.
Cheerio. You say it's legal, then let's go kick him proper.
Jolly good. I fancy a pint beforehand.
Brilliant idea down to the pub after cricket.
Tally ho, I come prepared with a paper.
Puzzle, let on, my good man.
Capital, let's make haste to our game.
What do we allow? Do we allow Chris amazing a monster in his closet? Peasant.
Brian, as he seems to think he found an evil monkey hiding in there.
Will his family ever have a day of peace?
Chris, honey, well, no, there is no such thing as evil monkeys. Now, why don't you take a deep breath until...
But there is there, I swear.
All right, Chris, why don't we take a walk over to the closet and check together?
Then break out the flashlights and the Riker.
No need for that.
Oh, cool. It was just a big old wrecking.
All right, we go. Now, doesn't that feel better?
Indeed. New science existed for even the most unbelievable things.
Laughing, Wolf.
Peter, I'm sure we don't need to explain why, but we've only here we meet Craft Mega Brian. How
Yep, could not agree more. What a buffoon.
He's the way he says supercalifragilistic.
Yeah, and his hair is always a mess. We need to show him Opus we wanted his fury.
Absolutely, we could play a prank on him. Does anyone have an idea?
Yeah, let's sneak up to his window outside and give him a big surprise. We'll all go together one night and yell out his name.
That's a great idea. Let's make a plan and stick it. No matter how scared we might.
Hey guys, look at that new shake. Tell the grimace.
Where did you get that?
Is that Wendy's, man? Want one?
Please tell me it's alcoholic.
Sorry, Quagmire, you can't beat a classic milkshake. You can't beat a classic milkshake.
I'm in, I'll try it.
Okay, as long as you both admit I'm brave for not trying the alien shake.
Sure, we'll admit it. You can continue being the wise one.
Oh, I heard those are really sweet. Is it like the chocolate shake? Is this like
Yeah, they look almost the same, but the flavor isn't quite as chocolate.
Here goes nothing.
Giggity.
Wow, that's boldly unique.
No way, you have good taste, Pete.
Well, looks like I'm behind on this trend. Can always get mine next time.
Definitely, the whole gang can come back and try it later. Why, Quagmire, don't let them get under your skin like that.
It's so freaking annoying, Giggity. Shut the fuck up and stop making me say it every goddamn word.
Come on now, Whack. Don't let them ruffle your feathers like that. Just take a deep breath and walk over.
Yeah, plus you know that whole giggity thing always gets out of hand. Just remember, sometimes it's best to take a step back and cool.
Easier said than done. All I know is those bastards better put some respect on my name.
Well, it's all right. I think it's time we change the channel before this conversation eats up any further. Yeah.
Dad, why are you screaming?
Shall I request an explanation?
Yes, please.
Yeah? I'll figure out something to do with my life.
You can do whatever you want.
That's not true. He doesn't even know what he wants to do.
Making a decision is never easy.
But maybe it doesn't have to be complicated. What do you do, Peter?
I don't know. I mean, I like exercising and going to the movies.
Maybe you should become an pen.
That's not a bad idea.
Or you could become a yoga instructor like Mom does.
But where does your passion lie?
What about photography? You could give.
That sounds wonderful. I think I'll give that a try.
Hey, you guys, just remembered seeing an invisible magical vanity somewhere around us.
Well, let's go find it. It shouldn't be too hard. This room is full of wacky inventions and stuff.
Do you think it would really be able to help?
That's possible.
All right, let's all spread out and see if we can locate this so-called magical banana peel. Meg, why don't you get to it, Wick Wick?
What? I already do so much around here.
We need to check all of my gadgets before the room bursts into flames.
Gotcha. Alrighty then, let's start searching.
I'll go to check out the closet near my leg.
Good plan. I'm going to check near the refrigerator and the couch. You two, read elsewhere and keep your eyes peeled.
See?
And then we'll smash.
Mid-Eden will smash.
Sans will smash.
All peas will smash.
Giggity will smash.
Prepare to meet your end, Megan.
Please, no! Have mercy!
Peter does something.
Not for much longer.
Dad, listen to Mom. I'm begging you don't do this.
Too late. She's doomed.
Peter, this isn't the way to handle things. Stop this nonsense.
Out of my way, Lois. This brat is getting what she deserves. Out of my way, Lois. This brat is getting what she deserves. This brat is getting...
Please, Dad, don't hurt me.
Nothing you can say will save you now. Brace yourself. It will save you. No, you can't say it. Well, if you need to brace yourself, I'll save you. Brace. Brace. Hey. I'll save you. Yeah.
To something, Peter, don't you feel a kind of remorse?
Ain't his father laid the butter knife will be your doom.
Please think about this. I'll handle it differently with a veteran.
What? No, I will not change my decision. No one will stop me.
No, please, Dad.
Peter,
Don't interfere, your little jokes and... I know, right? I only ever run into him in other places like stores or at the library.
Giggity? Well, of course he wouldn't hang around the drunken clam.
Yeah, he's a very moral and decent man, not one for wild nights out.
No way, he's one of the few that isn't touched by Drunken Clam's notorious reputation.
Giggity, that's the difference between Herbert and I.
Yeah, you'd have trouble fitting into a crowd he'd be comfortable mixing in.
Not even if all your clothes were on Quagmire.
Giggity gee, you tough guy.
All right, everyone, I just watched a really cool scene from a Marvel movie. It was when Thor used all his thunder to defeat the evil enemy of Asgard. Whoa. Holy crap, was it epic?
Giggity, yeah, I remember it sure was something else. I remember how the Queen of Hela was overwhelmed with power. Oh, holy crap, that was epic.
Yeah, I saw that. He was really going for it. And seeing Loki and Thor battle side by side was just epic. That's a scene I'll never forget. Well, holy crap, was it epic.
Yeah, it was really cool. Did you guys remember what happened after the battle? Thor faced his tough decision of surrendering to the Asgard throne. Man, it was awesome. Whoa. Holy crap, that was epic.
Giggity. Oh man, it reminds me this time when Iron Man fought that giant alien bus with his Regals or blasters. He stepped up and saved the entire planet. Well, holy crap, that was epic.
Yeah, and Cap's fight with Crossbones on the Helicarry. Who knew he had some?
So I had this great idea for a family GUI. It'll make choosing Family Guy topics easier. Instead of randomly discussing events, we can recommend topics openly within the family.
That sounds interestingly organized, Uncle Peter. I'm surprised you know the idea given the sheer amount of idiotic things we do.
Hey, don't be so mean, little buddy. It's a great idea. I chose it so we can be prepared to be more conversational as a family.
Yes, well, if you will pardon my suspicion, if this would be given you really is of assistance, then it better to just give us another favor. It could be that every time joining them.
Absolutely. I'd like to think it'll not only simplify our turbulent conversations, but it will make it easier for everyone to stay involved in various events. We can make changes on the fly as well. Before the late edit with her, Thor reheated further than I thought, Herod, but
You know, according to the Bible, you shouldn't do nothing but see.
Giggity, I thought I already in the thought.
watch it, Quagmire, butt six.
It thought better than that. Look, the book of ether behath me to embrace, but see.
A rabbit food by my ammo could open a Thor own full of. Let's say giggity.
Hey, Quagmire, butt six.
Or I did it say that but see all the primacy of the public proky, but see.
Well, my lantern I like just one corner of Conadove. Let's say giggity.
Brian, did you hear something strange outside my room?
You know, what on earth is Peter talking about?
he keeps saying something about the nostalgia critic. Is that I think it is?
It is indeed.
Wait, why is he talking to someone named Chat?
I think he's addressing someone in the Levis Alliance chat comments since there's no one else here.
Fix it, unbelievable.
Thinks we gotta break this unhealthy obsession before it gets any more out of hand?
Agreed.
That squirrel singing Blank 180 tours gold.
What about Brian's stand-up comedy?
Giggity, it's all hilariously witty.
And I'm gonna have to agree.
25 seasons of Family Guys established an iron-like appreciation for Twilight Humor.
Or then referring to fart jokes. Let's not forget that stove figure ahead.
Giggity.
Peter's endless attempts at humor are something tons of viewers relate.
Who could forget the occasional moments of classic literature references like Hamlet and Beowulf?
Yeah, plus all of Stowie's lines are the best.
Giggity, it was particularly so when the third and fourth walls got broken at times.
Don't forget the times Peter just wanted to be with his friends, even if the task required compromising his pride.
World's greatest pinball player for sure. Let's also give a shout out to the random run-in with celebrities like Ring. Jesus goddamn Christ.
Oh, Peter, don't swear like that.
Well, the way you describe it, you could be right.
Why don't we just decide who's in charge here?
It's nice of you to offer, Peter. We don't really need to make any decisions right now.
I think you should stay out of it, Peter.
Jesus goddamn Christ.
Peter, please don't get so worked up.
Uncle Peter, let's just take a step back and consider our options.
Jesus goddamn Christ. I guess I'm in charge then.
That's not what I mean, Peter.
Don't worry, I'm sure I have a plan.
Hell, why not? What do you got?
Well, I had an idea that perhaps we can all be in charge and work together to come up with ideas that we all agree on.
Jesus goddamn Christ. Sounds like a plan. Meg, it's been 10 minutes. Have you fixed that thing yet?
Trying to stay calm, Dad. That's the third stroke you've had today.
Irritated, yeah? Why don't you cool off from always berating me?
Alright, sir, I can't even yell at you without you guys giving me a lecture.
Really, Dad, is it worth it?
Exasperated, alright? You know what? Never mind. Calms himself. I'm going to take a walk. Well, I'm going to take, alright? Yeah, why? You know what? I'll survive. You know what? Never mind. Come. Self. Hey, go. War. You know, come. Never mind.
Thank God, this was too much.
Muttering it's always too much with him? Have I ever told you about the January 31st, 2089 incident?
Now, what happened?
Well, it's quite a story. During a solar eclipse, I remember thinking at that time it suddenly stopped and everything. I just really heaven.
You could be describing a theoretical phenomenon called temporal expansion. It's described as if time is standing still and waiting until something or someone enters its sphere.
Wow, that does sound like a wild experience. Can you tell me more?
Of course, but I'm a dozen of it.
It's definitely an amazing experience.
Yup, still so fascinated to learn more about it.
Hey, you guys, have you heard Peter just discovered the health benefits of drinking mint flavor red menstrual blood?
What? No,
Giggity, I can't believe your daredevil antics.
Yeah, let's just say it was quite an experience. But I'm telling you guys, it worked wonders for me.
What gross?
that's actually a huge health hazard, so please don't do it again.
Yeah, I know about the risks. But still, it gave me more energy for a few days.
Maybe there is something to it.
Please don't start, Quagmire.
He's right, there's no use taking risks like this. Let's find some healthier methods.
Alright, I get the point. Let's just go get some beers in the meantime.
You don't have to tell me twice, Giggity.
Louis, I'm so excited for you. Now, I can't go.
That's great, honey. You'll have a lot of fun celebrating.
I know, since Herbert's coming, well, maybe I can get him to come on out with us and and again, like his to one of these, pick him.
That's so nice of Peter to Herbert.
He's a great guy. He helps Peter so much. How much we there and going and have a great time? Kind like old art.
Of course, honey, it'll be an amazing day. Why don't you let Herbert help you get ready for the ceremony?
Yeah, I'm sure I'd be happy to help. I'll pick him out. All I need to do is get dressed and ready.
All right, Chow, you gonna do your hair and nails too?
Oh my goodness, yes, I'm also getting a manicure.
Giggity, I think I can recite the entire dictionary. Here I go. Aberration, aberration, lesipidos, abiding.
Well there, Peter, you don't have to do the whole thing.
Yeah, Peter, there is no need.
Nobody's going.
Well, you see, Mom, it was really.
That's awful. Are you okay?
Leave it to Peter to take it too far.
We need to come up with something to stop this madness.
Ew, it isn't pleasant to watch. He's hitting Meg pretty hard with every moment.
All right, will you look into the costume closet and see if there's anything else we can use to distract him?
Sure thing,
I have an idea. Let's try playing music or a song that he typically does, like the one from his favorite TV show. That might calm him down a bit.
Great idea.
Sure, let's do this.
Hey, Meg, what are you doing?
Hey, Peter, I'm talking to Stewie about selling weed in front of the kindergarten.
That sounds hopelessly ill-advised. What do you think, Kevin?
I'm not sure. I think it'll give us enough money to go on an awesome vacation.
I'm hesitant about that idea.
For good reason. We'd probably get into really big trouble if we got caught.
Maybe, but I'm sure we can figure something out.
I'm not so sure that if we did manage to pull it together, authorities would definitely be on a tail some.
Yeah, your money isn't worth the risk.
All right, fine. We won't do it.
Good, that's probably the best decision.
It looks like Peter's got himself some new superpower. Every sentence he says is translated into a random language.
Bye. Who cares about Peter's foolish social senses have become too tiresome for me. I have better things to do with my time.
It's really important to make sure people are safe and healthy, but fuck that.
We need to take steps to educate people about how to be responsible and stay safe.
We should do our best to show people the proper way to be so their lives can be saved, but fuck that.
We all need to think more wisely when it comes to safety and practice good hygiene habits, but fuck that.
We really need to look out for each other and be there in times of crisis, but fuck that.
Amazing. You actually want a medal for having done something 6 billion people can do.
Well, at least it shut you up. I'm just glad we pulled ourselves out of this one. I'm sure Chris has algebra or something else annoying to offer us. I'm just
Hey, I just bought some Disney Pop vinyl figures. Doesn't anyone want to hear about it?
I don't know why you even try sometimes, Meg.
So, Stewie, what else have you been up to?
Let's see, I simply was researching a new power source I could build. There you
Chris, stop yelling about the evil monkey in your closet.
Peter, honey, I don't think he realizes that there's no monkey in there.
There is, it's right there.
All right, Chris, I understand why you think the monkey is in there.
Yeah, Chris, it's okay. Monkeys can only come out at night.
Actually, no. Those monkeys would go out during the day.
Yes, typically monkeys prefer to stay in groups and come out during the day when they are less vulnerable.
Oh, well, thanks for the zoology lesson, Brian.
Honestly, I'm surprised you all don't realize there's no monkey.
Meg, why aren't you trying to help your brother get to the bottom of this mystery?
Because I don't care what happens to him.
See, my sister doesn't believe me. There really is an evil monkey in my closet.
Chris, just calm down and let's look into this.
Yeah, okay, let's take a look in. Take a look again. All right, let's do this.
Peter, what are you doing?
Oh,
Dad, don't do that. You're gonna get burned.
Dad, I'm sure that's unwise.
Okay, none of you really shouldn't be risking such a thing.
I'm not afraid. This is nothing a family guy can't handle.
You must certainly are not doing this.
do you think this really is the smartest thing you did, Dad?
Dad, don't you listen. If you do this, you will get hurt so badly.
Peter, I generally understand that you are unfortunately not very prudent, albeit your inhibitions will get the best of you, but this is probably taking it a step too far.
This is one of those schemes that I'm prone to come up with on my bad days.
All right, Lois. I just wanted to show you I can do this. See, it's kinder. Peter screams in pain, oh? It's really... Let's see.
Peter. So clumsy. You all right?
Yup, I'm fine. I just put it there quickly. Now we're making progress here.
Giggity! I must say, Peter, that was one way of getting the job done.
It was awfully painful, but it got the job done.
Yeah, it does feel good to get some stuff completed, and I'm glad you're okay.
Giggity, know what might make you feel better?
What is it?
Stop by the Drunken Clam and have a few beers. It sure would put a stop to that pain.
That sure would be nice. Let's do it.
All right, let's go get the beer. Don't slam your finger in the door again, Pete.
Now that's the kind of positive energy we can all appreciate, Giggity.
Chris does not care about peace. He always starts arguments and wants to have problems in the family.
Indeed, he's always seeking an excuse to create chairs. I get it, he likes a bit of excitement, but it gets old after a while.
Exactly, which is where we really cannot stand being around him sometimes. I do believe he's just pretending to be so stupid.
No, he genuinely is stupid.
All right, everybody, listen. If you send at least $1 more billion to my Venmo account, we can add some sweet gay sex scene to this live stream.
Peter, no, we can't do that.
Are you serious, Dad, J-Set?
Of course I am. It helps the ratings, don't you know? Plus, it's not that hard to do.
Peter, think of the consequences. We can't have something like it here.
Well, it might seem a bit naughty, but it's for a good cause. Really spice up the live stream.
There's so much wrong with this idea, I don't even know where to start.
Please, I truly like this idea.
Oh, looks like I got a supporter here. So, sending me that money.
What?
That damn it apparently said fortune favors the brave and everyone lost their money.
Yeah, but was he telling the truth?
Probably not, Chris. You know better than to take Christopher's advice.
It sounds like something a politician would say to justify his unethical actions.
It does feel that way. I don't know to ever keep outline on this, though.
Regardless, I wouldn't agree too much on Matt Damon's decisions.
Well, that was a pretty ground-up response.
I'm way more advanced than you, Dumond.
Well, you better lock up your wallet just in case.
I'm worried, so I'm going to investigate this further.
That's a good idea.
Yes, and keep a safe distance from Beatrix.
Hey, everyone, we have to take this seriously. Have you guys heard of the Opera Dive?
No, what is that?
It's this dark, mysterious force that I heard whispers about at Joegmai's party. We need to watch out for it.
Wait a minute, Peter. You brought up this strange story from the rather drunken revelry of your friend, and you think it's real?
Yeah. Don't you believe in the unknown?
Come on, don't use fantasy as an escape hatch.
So weird.
Look, well, everyone, just trust me and be alert for any signs of the operative. We have to stay safe.
All right, we will keep an eye out, I guess.
I doubt that this will amount to anything, but I suppose I might be curious at this point.
Thank you, everyone. Just know that the operative is out there and watch your back. So, does anyone have anything they want to say about this?
To be honest, I'm pretty speechless.
That's gotta sting.
Would you believe it if I said I knew what I was doing?
Do you?
No, not really. 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 Not really.
Okay, then.
I'm all bandaged up and on my way to recovery, but I'd be lying if I said it doesn't hurt.
You should probably take it slow and easy for a while.
So, it's probably not a good idea to put your penis in a tub of boiling water when your wife isn't even in the room.
Definitely not. That was a rookie mistake.
Still, I could be paying more attention to what you were doing.
Thanks, Stewie. I think for now, I need to lay off the stunts until this heals up nice and good.
Maybe it's time to get back in the kitchen and start cooking.
Sounds like a plan to me. Did you guys know about this? They called it the Opera Dive.
Why is it the operative?
Well, it's a device that is supposed to give full disability, a temporary disability to a person.
How is it supposed to work?
It's a handheld device that goes around your arms and legs. It gives the person AMP equivalent to what one might get from a prolonged period of stuckness. You won't be able to walk or see for a while.
That sounds pretty extreme.
It is, but it's sure better than being completely incapacitated right away.
Well, that's crazy what happens if you use it too much.
It works on a scale. The more you use it, the more disabled you'll become. Eventually, if used too much, it will put you in a full vegetable state. We need to be careful using it.
Peter, I don't think rapping like that is a good idea.
I know, Lois, but it's fun. Plus, it finally gives me an excuse to actually mention Ted Kaczynski.
Lois, don't bother him. Let him do what he wants.
That's all well and good, but you have to make sure mention Ted Kaczynski 7 times during the whole performance to get it to sound right and independent.
7 times? That's gonna be tough, but I'm up for the challenge.
Be sure practice a little before you perform.
No need to worry, Lois. I already got it memorized.
All right, Peter, let's hear it then.
Now I'm gonna flow, not subtracting my flow. And it's sure to blow away the foe, but I'm only mentioning Ted Kaczynski. The dribs and drabs and rationes he forced a longevity profound, and 7 might just be the official sound.
That actually wasn't half bad.
It all started with a game on Nutella. The game at its surprise was a huge success, drawing in millions of players day and night. And out of nowhere, over time, less and less players were playing. The downfall of Undertale was never properly understood. Some say it is to do with the decline of online indie game sites. Some say people just got bored of it, or maybe even the banning cult. I have theories about how the Undertale fandom started getting a lot, almost overshadowed the fandom of Undertale itself.
That may be true. I myself, as a game maker, have little to no experience with such a phenomenon that is the rise and fall of indie game.
I guess I believe video games come down to a simple luck into a smart line that involves risk and data analysis.
Or at least something you didn't see coming, something completely unpredictable. As an indie game creator myself, that's something that I have started to think about a lot more.
Maybe someone decided to put Undertale in a buy. It was ahead one day and gone the next one.
Hey, this is crazy. $1 trillion gift from the Carolite people.
I can't believe this, Dad. You have a secret superpower to make people give us gifts?
Just what were you getting up to in your business trips, Peter?
Hey, have you
ensure that whatever we do benefits us all for the greater good.
Indeed we must. We must remember that everything we do has the power to shape a future.
Absolutely. We should take responsibility for the world we create and behave in a way that will bring about the greatest success for the greater good.
So what, have you got down memory lane?
Just thinking about the time I spent working for Pinkerton in the 1880s and having to break up strikes using violent tactics.
Well, I never knew you did that killer thing.
Well, it isn't like I enjoyed doing it, but a man has needs.
But why would you do that?
It was the only job I could get. Making a living to take care of my wife and daughter was more important to me than a moral question. We needed money.
Gosh, that sounds difficult.
It was when I told my daughter about it, I couldn't bring myself to say what I actually did, just that I was working in law enforcement.
Still kind of a violent lifestyle.
Yeah, but more peaceful than usual. I consider it to be safer than what I usually do.
Giggity, he sounds to me like you were just maintaining law and order in the only way you knew how.
True, it was tough back in those days, but it inspires me now to remember that.
What the hell are you talking about, Stewie?
You see, your daughter's Tpot is something I invented a few weeks ago for experimenting with pie cross. Have you had the butter?
Ah, interesting.
Well, it's essentially like a cream, but the differences in the Tpot, the pastry crust is filled with cinnamon honey, and a blend of rich and smooth colors.
So instead of cream, you use honey and butter.
Perfectly correct.
Wow, sounds delicious. Do you have any here to try?
Yes, I do have one right here. If you like, I can slice it up into pieces for us to share.
Yes, please. That would be great. Anything to break away from our current diet. Stewie, why did Meg decide to prove that this man wasn't gay?
I had something to say about it.
Ah, you're well, Meg. What is it?
Well, you see, the guy really likes imboys. But imboys aren't considered to be male in society, and it isn't interesting in a romantic nor sexual way, but more of an aesthetic one. So it is quite like being attracted to sunsets, but you don't only do that in twos. In conclusion, one simply can't be an avid admirer of imboys and necessarily be attracted to men at the same time.
Ah, if you say so. Hey, have you guys seen about the free ones? Apparently, they got caught dumping all into the pot that sound.
No, wait, that's totally new.
Well, funnily enough, it's the Church of Scientology. Have you ever seen that show, Scientology Fridays?
I could turn away from it. How have they not been caught until now?
Well, heard they make every way those buses to scare birds off the ship.
Really?
Hey, actually, that is a pretty valid point, Chris. Those shades can be incredible, blinding if they're hot enough.
People wear sunglasses to protect birds. Are they sleepy or something?
Stewie, they wear their sunglasses at night.
Yeah, so they can.
So they can. I hate up, Troy, but I guess we better call the Environmental Protection Agency and let them know.
Hey, Joe, curious, what do you think of Kelly Clarkson?
I think she's great. I heard her new album is coming out soon.
Yeah, she's great. We're a phoenix. Pio Malanga Kukara.
But I don't think that's English.
Woodley Logly.